y'all doing? Can I give you a flyer before you get out? You may want to leave it in the car.
In Alabama's rural areas, campaigning in supermarket car parks is sometimes the only way to meet voters. This is a sparsely populated part of the state, but politics is on the minds of many.
Well, I ain't voting for either one of them.
But in Camden, a town where more than half the residents are African American, there's anger over a change to the voting laws. Without government-issued photo ID, ballots can no longer be cast. It's a move many see as targeting poor black voters.
You're taking advantage of the weak when you do that, because some of them just don't have one, can't get one. All of this we done gone through with, and we're still going through the same thing. I feel bad about it.
Compounding the new voter ID laws is the partial closure of more than 30 driver's license offices. Many were situated in overwhelmingly African American counties, and without them, getting photo ID just got a lot harder. In many ways, Alabama is the cradle of the voting rights movement, but campaigners say decades of work has now been undone. They say forcing poor black voters to get photo IDs places yet another obstacle between them and the ballot box. And whilst many don't question the motives behind the change in law, others say the consequences are all too real.
So, Ralph, for you, this is a kind of a lifelong fight then?
For 30 years, Ralph Irvin has worked tirelessly for voting rights. But it's a struggle, he says, is far from over.
I think we'll be fighting for the rest of our lives. There are people out there who would never let it go. They would never let it go.
When you say never let it go, you mean never stop trying to suppress the black vote?
Never stop trying to suppress the black vote. Never stop trying to send us back to Africa. I'm not going.
The legacy of voter suppression in Alabama has a long and dark history, but it resulted in the passage of the Voting Rights Act. Accusations that part of that legislation are now being undone are flatly denied by the state's governor.
We will go to people's houses to have their picture made if they don't have a photo ID in the state of Alabama. We're not ever going to do anything to keep people in the state of Alabama from voting. And for them to jump to a conclusion like this, that is politics at its worst.
A recent challenge to the picture ID law was rejected by a judge, but civil rights activists say they'll continue to campaign for change.